This will be a quick guide on how to get rope, planks, sticks and nails in the encounter project. We'll start with rope. Rope can be found all over the map. It can also be crafted by combining 2 fabric. I'll show you that in a second. If you have 2 fabric on you, come into the base building and come over to the crafting section at this little stand here. You'll be able to make 1 rope with 2 fabric. You'll find fabric randomly the same as rope, so most likely this won't be useful as you'll find rope before you find 2 fabric. Next up is sticks. Sticks can be found in little log piles around the back of houses and over the map. These are the smaller log piles that have the sticks in them. If you're wondering where this is on the map, we are at the lodge just north of St. Pierre. This spot's good as there's 2 piles of sticks and a massive log pile here too. Here's a second example of where to find some sticks, and if we look at the map, we are north next to St. Felipe. Next up is the plank. This will require a few steps. You'll need logs to turn them into planks, or you can find planks by themselves. A good spot for planks is over at the Regina sawmill. In this pile here they spawn 5 or 6 of them at once, but the respawn time is pretty long, so you probably want to swing past here with the vehicle and just head to the next spot after you've loaded up. Here is Regina on the map for anyone who is curious, just down the south side here. Another way to get planks is to craft them using the logs, so we'll go to a log pile now. These are going to be very similar to the stick pile, just larger, and they're going to give you the logs. These large log piles can be found in the back of houses in towns, and you can also find these in sawmills. Quick example, we're at the sawmill just below Newwood and Cavalry Hill. Plenty of large logs, there's a whole bunch of them, and there's even a few more up this way. Another pile here. Sometimes at these places you can find a mixture of logs and planks. We have 8 logs on us, so we're going to come to base building. I'm going to use the saw in here at the crafting section. There are quite a few of these saw tables all over the map, but it might be easier to come to the bunker and use it. It's up to you. So we're going to turn our 8 logs into 8 planks. It's a 1-for-1 trade, which is good, and you're done. And finally we have nails. This will require the most steps out of all the other materials. You'll need to find metal ore and turn the metal ore into metal, and then the metal into nails. We'll go over that now. The best places on the map for metal ore are definitely the metal facilities, so I'll show you where those are. We're over down at this one currently, but there is another one north, just up here next to the airfield. I'll zoom out so you can find it a bit easier. You get metal ore from these gravel piles here. So we can either loot them in vicinity like this, or we can free look. If you just keep tapping your free look button, you'll see you have the option to pick it up. So it tends to be a lot easier to run around free looking and just see the interactions and grab them. And you can get a lot quite quickly. These gravel piles also spawn all over the map, mainly in industrial areas, but there are a few piles outside the bunker exits as well, so I'll show you some of them really quick. If we come out of the exit to St. Pierre, there's a few gravel piles here where we can get some. Over at the bunker main exit, there's gravel piles down here where we can get some. And over at the Lamenton exit, there's gravel piles here where we can also get some. When you're full, or when you're happy with the amount of ore you've got on you, head into the crafting section back at the metal facility. So we'll come in here, and there'll be another room in here. Go to the shop here, and this will let you trade your metal ore for metal. We have 8 on us at the moment, so we'll get 4 metal. And once you do that, you can come to the nails here, and we can buy 2 nails. Now these 2 little crafting stations here are found all over the map as well, in houses and usually hidden. It's best to come to the metal facility because you can get access to both the metal refiner and the nails. whereas out in the world they'd usually be separate, so it's a lot more efficient just to do it all at the metal facility. I've just given you some examples, but there's a lot more places all over the map that you can do the crafting at and gathering. So if you guys have a good spot that you want to share, just drop the coordinates with a little description in the comments for other people. Cheers.